Hello, everyone. You gotta excuse my voice, but this was another very important video. This was a video that needed to be done, that had to be done, right? God was showing me that we are living in a time where gender, everyone's confused about gender. You get what I'm saying? And he told me to, because we all know I'm very androgynous, right? But I did win Miss Grown and Sexy Cleveland, right? So I know how to use it when it's time to use it. You get what I'm saying? And he also had told me to stop, I was going to get dressed up because I've been everywhere and do my last videos, like when I first came back from Cancun and stuff, when I knew other people that I had met would be seeing my videos. And God told me I wasn't allowed to put on makeup and all that kind of stuff. He said, nope, I need you to do my video. And don't get me wrong, it's not one of those situations where it was like he said, now's not the time to mesmerize. I need you to teach. I need you to teach, is what he just continuously says to me. So it was like he said, this ain't that time. So you don't know, right? And of course, you know me, I am desperately obedient when it comes to God. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mess up. I mess up. Sometimes I mess up horrifically. But when it boils down to it, when I hear that voice, you know how the dog goes sniffing, but then, you got to hear that certain voice that snaps you out of it and you come running, you know what I mean? So I'm really, really obedient when it comes to God. So I said, okay, God, I will. I'll do this. But then today, I was watching my video, and it was something that I said at the end of the video that just stuck with me. It stuck with me. And God said it's time to do a video about this whole thing. Just because that one part stuck with you, you got to do a video about the whole thing. Okay? And it was about how I love Trenton Shelton. Not like that, but I actually used to, I couldn't stand him back in the day. When I was happy. How about that? When I was happy, I didn't like him. Flat out. He wasn't my taste, right? Um, but when suicidal ideation came to visit after everything had happened, and I watched one of his videos, I replied oh, I see what you doing. You whooping the spirit of suicides. I know exactly what you doing. Because I came out of watching that video stronger. Like I could live to fight another day. And I know that's what he did. So I started watching him and I just love him, right? I just love him. He's like that male role model. You wish you had a big brother like that. I don't have any brothers, but I wish I had a brother like that, And so I watch him all the time. But I noticed something. And I'm gonna say it, I don't care. Right? Honestly, life is too amazing. I could be freeing this man, just letting him know what a little person like me feels, right? Here we go. His message is so huge about loving yourself. You gotta take that scarf off, dude. You got to. I mean it though. I got one too. You're not the only one in the world with a big head. Us with big heads are looking at you going, so you talking about our heads, right? So I'm sorry I had to say it. But I mean it though, because it really does dilute your message. You know what I mean? If it was just me and you, the only two people in the world with this big head, yeah, nobody else noticed. But trust me, we noticed because we got one too. But also, I was watching my video, right? And I was thinking about that because after I was with my husband and my husband did a bad thing, he might have, something's wrong with him, right? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not defending, like, pining after. I have no feelings for him whatsoever, okay? So, no, not like that, but more so, humanity's a trip. You know what I mean? He might be MK Ultra. Real talk. He the one who taught me about all this conspiracy theory stuff in the first place, right? He's the reason I'm a so-called conspiracy theorist. Because he's the one who taught me about all that stuff. So for him to come out different, maybe, right? But when I was with him, he really did the whole whatever you like. I was really with the coming to America queen. I'm so silly tonight. But, whatever you like, he did. But it made me have gigantic confidence. It really did. To the point where I was able, as bravado, I was raised by my dad as a single father, in my developmental years. When I was a little girl, that's something different. But in my developmental years, I was raised by my dad. So my dad, like, I used to be like, Dad, I sound like a guy, or, I make mannerisms. My dad said, no, you have bravado. My dad really tried to make me feel better about it. He said, it's like a bold cockiness. You got bravado, baby. And it made me feel better, right? But while I was with my husband, like I said, he probably hated me. Who knows? We don't know how he really felt, right? We'll never know. But it was like however he was treating me, I was so confident. I went on to win that pageant. Everybody in the pageant said I won. Like, the judges came up after me saying, it was your confidence. It was your confidence. And it was like I can't explain it. But I realized once he left or got kicked out, had to go, press charges, gone, bye-bye, don't ever come back around here no more. But once that happened, it was like all the insecurities that I had over 20 years ago just came back. I hated my freckles. I hated my head. I started wearing hats. I am not about to have no half suntan. I did that back in teenage years. Ain't nobody about to be doing all that, okay? And you know what? I remember when I was in high school, right? So I went to an all-white high school, but I was still from the hood. Like, I got kicked out. I had to go live with my daddy type formative years. Anyways, I'll never forget this little boy. Well, he wasn't a little boy. We was the same age, but he was a white boy. First white boy ever tried to talk to me. I remember he said, why you walk around with your bangs like that? He said, why? He said, it looked like you walking around like this all the time. I was like, now mind you, that still wasn't enough to break me out of it, but it was something I remembered. You know what I mean? It was so funny. But that was one of them times where it was like, you think other people don't notice? Just walking around like that, right? And then my first love, here, I'll give you one for my first love, how he made me feel better about it. He told me a story about African queens having to have big heads to hold up the crown, right? But it didn't matter. These were all my insecurities. And after he was gone, they came back. And I was going through all kinds of stuff. And it's just like, I can't go backwards that far. I know what life feels like with confidence and with loving yourself. I know what it feels like. Even if I got a glimpse of it on mistake, because, I was whatever you liked, I know what it feels like to literally like yourself enough to, like yourself. Like, to, even though I do sound like a dude, hold on, wait. Here, this is God told me to do this. He told me to put on the makeup. He said put on the makeup because you got to explain to the people something. He said that they're arguing about gender when they have no clue or concept to what it really is. He said gender is fixed. But he said your opinion about what it is can be programmed. Yeah, that's what he said. Gender is fixed. But your opinion about gender can be programmed. Right? So, for instance, your girl, your boy, that's fixed. You know, that's fixed. That's like, this is skin. These are glasses. You know, this is tissue. You know, this is a fixed thing, right? But your opinion, such as all of the shoulds they put on it, you know. But know this: we're living in we are living in a supernatural world. The things that you think are natural, they're supernatural, right? And hold on, y'all got to stay with me because I got to pull this together. And sometimes I got to ramble when I'm hearing him speak because he speaks in feelings, right? So y'all got to just stay with me. And if I second guess myself sometimes, it's like I'm stepping over him. You know what I mean? Or talking over someone. You get what I'm saying? So I can't even explain it. But all right, so let me take my time with this. He said, gender is fixed, such as this, right? But your opinion about it can be programmed, right? Meaning, because your opinion matters. Your opinion does matter. So that's called attraction, okay? But it can be programmed. All right, my ears ringing. It can be programmed, right? Just like anything else popular, right? Someone you look up to say, I like a person who does this, or someone you look up to say they don't like a person that does that. It can be programmed, okay? For instance, I have an Auntie Sarah. I love my Auntie Sarah. I love my Auntie Sarah's voice. My Auntie Sarah's voice ain't raspy. It's very deep, but not like a man. It's like that lady on Blackish. You messing with my pearls? Like it's just deep. No, I ain't nobody. I love it. When I was little, I loved it. And now I have it. I got that same voice, right? So if the rest of the world, then, now mind you, I picked that voice when I was a little girl. I picked it, just like you picked yours, okay? If the rest of the world say they don't like that voice, when I grow up, I then, what? Because I've already picked it when in my formative years. You get what I'm saying? So now I have to dislike the thing that I picked because you don't like it. You get what I'm saying? So it's programmable. You get what I'm saying? So, for instance, let's be honest. You see the title was Gender. Hold on, I want to tell you the title. Gender, Makeup, Pleasure, Marriage. Okay, let's talk about makeup. I'm trying to figure out a code word. It's important. And I don't think I'm telling you not to wear makeup. It's just certain times. There's a time for everything, right? If I was on the court, on the move, right, and I'm trying to mesmerize somebody, then yeah. But right now, I'm trying to teach the body of Christ to fall in love in less than a year. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we ain't got much time left, y'all. I need y'all to find yourselves quickly if we gonna get there. Excuse me. Okay, so with gender's just fixed, okay? there's a entity called, like, you see him all the, like, he's actually in Too Much. He's in many of the remember the ego of man always tells the plan. He's in a lot of art, Catholic art, you know what I mean? Well, that his symbol, one up and then two down, you know what I'm talking about. B.A. Girl, I ain't never met no one, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But he's a big part of this agenda. Remember, I told you, you think it's not a supernatural world. It's a supernatural world. So this entity exists. Okay, it exists. You can't see it all the time, but it exists. And that's its nature, right? The nature that it wants to bring about is its own. Right? You thinking it's your, like, you think you wanting to wear makeup and do makeup tutorials was what you wanted? No. That's the existence he feels the most comfortable in. So he needs to bring that existence out. He does. Because the truth is, hold on, let me do this. I done messed up my piece of tissue God told me to use here. I done got comfortable. I don't know who's out there. Let's see if anyone's out there. I don't have anyone there. Okay, well, that's okay. So let's get this stuff off. Okay? So, because the truth is, without it, I'm a woman. Without this makeup, you know, I'm a woman. Did you hear me? I know they need you to have me to have this makeup on for you to feel like I'm a woman, right? If not, I'm gay, right? Right? That's what they say, right? But the truth is, without this makeup on, I'm a woman. Without it on, he's not a woman. You get it? So God told me to take it off because it's magic. God told me to prove to you it was magic. Then you sit there and then, oh, she looks so pretty, easy to look at, right? So pretty, and look at her. And you know, when you have on the magic, you talk a little different. You do the looks, right? You know the look. But this is magic, baby. Now, I'm not telling you not to wear it, because I'm going to wear it when I'm on that moment, when I need that moment, right? I'm not telling you that. But I am telling you, acknowledge it for what it is. And that's the truth. Because the truth is this. They've made it to where men don't like what gender really is. Because without all of this, I'm still a woman. I'm a woman, right? So, let me hurry up because I want this to be kind of short. We might even do a second one. Okay, it's very important. So, let me tell you how I know makeup is magic. Cleopatra. Look these things up, right? Cleopatra made mascara out of something called antimonium. Look it up. Antimonium. Okay? This is a metal, okay, in the Book of Enoch that controlled people. Okay? And in the occult, it was, I probably shouldn't be saying all this, but oh well, if they gonna hopefully, you know, tell people to get on the video sooner, because so anyways, it allowed for possession and controlling of people, okay, in the esoteric world. It does other things. It has like graphite and all kinds of stuff in it in the medical world, right? They say that's the reason why that was able to be created, because of the possibility. So look into that, okay? But that's what makeup was. It was magic. Look it up, okay? And I hope I maybe even did the magic for you. So now, what, am I different? Am I different? Let me sit like how I was sitting before. Am I different? Am I talking different? Now, here's another question. Because I might sound like a guy sometimes, or because You know what I'm saying? I'm hood though. That's my programming. You know what I'm saying? That's my programming. That's me, right? So does that make me gay? Have I ever been gay? Do you wonder? Right? Well, I'll tell you this. Here how it goes. First off, it's 2022, right? I'm a Christian, but I believe, I'm not going to touch that subject because flat out, that's for you and God to deal with. I ain't going to give you on a gay level. That's for you to deal with God. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm just as wrong as you when I almost had that one night stand with that man in Cancun. I'm just as wrong. Same sin. Just mine was a dude. Because I ain't supposed to be doing that. Just like you ain't supposed to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I will tell you this. Then people making fun of me for the way I sound. People, men making me feel like, I'm not desirable. Or women making me feel like I'm their man. Like I got to open doors and carry stuff for you because I'm strong on my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of stuff where I questioned it when I was younger. But no, girls nag too much. That ain't for me. I tried it. It didn't work. I don't want to do it no more. I noticed this because my daddy, I love men, so no, I'm not gay, right? But here we go. Once again, all of these perceptions, God said you confused about something that has no confusion. I can make babies and feed them too. That's what makes me a woman. That's a finite, you know what I mean? It's a finite thing, right? So here we go, next part of it. And God says, say this for the girls that feel like you. Insecurities and things like that. Man, it could do a number on you and you ain't got time for that in the tribulation. Me and Suzanne used to always make this joking statement like, girl, can't be no hoe in the tribulation, right? We ain't got time for it. So we got to work through these things quickly because I showed you in my last video what's coming for the woman. So we got to work through these things, okay? You got to get to the point of realizing how powerful you are as an entity of God, okay? Okay, let me tell you about another mystery God told me. The difference between God and the angels, okay? Them are his children. Those are his direct offspring, right? Those are his children, okay? As one, right? He manifests as, no, excuse me, I said that wrong. Yeah, they manifest as two, male or female, right? God manifests as three, right? He said that's the difference between, so they can't create, right? Because they're only really one, which is that you remember where we met? Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, very important to know that, oh wait, where was I going with that? I almost lost it. Hold on, y'all. This was big. Was one. And tag. Y'all let people know if that's something. I've seen so many people going through that where we're losing trains of thought. What's his name? I'm telling you, when he said that Paul and Adrian, Paul and Adrian. Yeah, Paul and Adrian. When he said that, he said he'd been under attack. Me too. I've been losing. When I'm teaching, I've been losing it. Losing my train of thought. Okay, so let's get back to it. Because I wanted this to be short. Makeup is magic. Okay, I'll put it in the comments. I'll go back and watch the video and whatever I was saying there, I'll put it in the comments because we ain't gonna keep letting this adversary, steal what God's trying to do, flat out. So makeup is magic. Now, let's go on to the pleasure factor then. And maybe I'll remember about makeup later. But the pleasure factor. He had me look up the word pleasure, right? Right? He said, look up, because that is what this generation has been programmed to seek. That's actually a addiction like a mental health problem. It's called pleasure seeking or sensation seeking personalities, to where, you know, it is just, these are the people that become addicted, right? They become addicted to drugs or addicted to things because they have the sensation seeking personalities, right? So let's go on to pleasure. He had me look it up because remember, the words are alive. They are alive. They're gonna tell you the truth, no matter what. Words will never lie to you. They gotta tell you the truth. All right. Pleasure. Where is it? Come on back. I must have took the piece of paper out of there. He said, this is what this generation has been programmed to view gender. Remember it was like gender ain't fluid. Gender's fixed. But your opinion of it is fluid. Okay? And pleasure. But so this is this generation is programmed towards pleasure as it relates to gender. Oh, I had it in here, but oh, there you go. Got it. This is what pleasure is defined as: a pleasant feeling, enjoyment, delight. Here's where you got to pay attention to it. One's wish, will, or choice. A thing that gives delight or satisfaction. Amusement. I'm here for your just good amusement. Okay. Now, here's the thing that really stood out to me when God had me read it. It was the fact that it says, one's wish, will, or choice is selfish. Pleasure is selfish. Because if you've ever been in a long-term loving relationship, no one wants to be with my own will lover. You know what I mean? No one wants that person, and that's why the majority of the people nowadays are single, because no one wants that lover. They're ruined. And honestly, being with that lover is like whack-a-mole. You gotta press this lever, put this thing, ding, waiting on the bell to ring. But in real life, us grown folk that know that the demon is real and the job is crazy and no one likes me but you. You know what I mean? The real folk knows that it's about something deeper than that. It's about survival. Like, it's about understanding. It's about another human being having my back and loving me and being there. Like, it's about knowing when my need, like another person in this battle called life. Now, that's the thing about, once again, we forgot that it's supernatural. I mean, like, real talk, we fighting demons and we don't even know it, right? So when a person knows what it really is, then that person knows what a man and a woman's power together is. I'm gonna be real. When you know what life is, you get what I'm saying? When you know what life is, that this is not the earth they told you it was. No, this is the fairy tale earth. This is once upon a time, the veil been pulled back earth, right? And that means there's stuff coming against us. Either we got to be two hateful entities, right? We got to be two evil mama jammas getting married. Or we got to be two powerful people of God getting married. Because the truth is, marriage, an unhonored marriage, is a curse. It is. That's the truth. And listen to what I said. I'm going to say that again. An unhonored marriage is a curse. You know why? Because marriage was created for y'all to fight demons together. They got him playing video games when y'all should be studying who Belteshazzar is together. Real talk. Because your wife can see it. Go to Genesis chapter 3. Her curse was that enmity was between her and the devil. I can see the devil. Just like I can hear God, I can hear the devil too. That's why I take everything to the Bible. I know my Bible so well that when the voice come in my head that say the wrong, you better speak right. You know what I mean? Like, you better. And look, oh, I got my phone in my hand. People always ask me, why is Steve Urkel your... like, I had Steve Urkel on the cover of my phone. Because of morality. You know what I mean? It's in my heart. Right? It's in my heart. That's how I, you got to differentiate. But we all got to make our choices. So, let's get back to it. So, God said, we fighting when it comes to gender thing. He said, you fighting over a fixed situation. Problem is your opinion. You allowed them to program an opinion. Because now, he don't like me. No, he wants a queen and not a queen mother. Let me tell y'all something else. Young men love me. Yeah, they do. They really do. Young men love me because they want a mother. They want a queen mother. But stay your butts away. I don't want you. Okay? But you get what I'm saying. It's because the men have been programmed to be the head of the household. They aren't the head of the household. They're not. Read the Bible. Yeah, I said it. Read the Bible. Go ahead. Somebody pull it up. You want to read it? We can read it together. I don't feel like getting up, looking around and stuff. My room, little messy. I just got back from Cancun. I ain't did what I need to do. But look it up. What was her curse? Her curse was that her husband was going to rule over her. That her desire was going to go after him, and he was going to rule over her. Right? So that means that if she would have done it right, he wouldn't have been the head of the household, is what you're telling me. So when you put things back right, but don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those people that's like, no, because I don't mind my husband. Hey, you just know I love, right? But I'm saying this, a man got to be able to listen to a woman because you can't see the coming blow. I see it. Women see it. We can see the devil. We see it. We can see the devil's girlfriend. Those women intuition things, we see it. And if you're not willing to trust her and be on the same team as her, y'all unevenly yoked. And the truth is, every demon in the world, from the moment y'all got married, every demon and every angel, don't get me wrong, they all came rushing to y'all sides. Right then. One's going to be led astray. Because of the fact that they're unevenly yoked. They either had to be two evil people, because two evil people, two people that don't love God, only love money, whatever the case may be, they're going to be great, right? It got to be two people that love God. But this diluted, this diluted version of what it means to be married is sickening. It's heartbreaking and sickening. Why? Supernatural. It's real. It's real. So we supposed to be standing toe to toe fighting together. But we can't. We can't. Because you don't trust me. Matter of fact, the fact that I don't bow down quickly, right? Right? That kind of thing. But that is the programming about the gender, right? It's about to come a time where you're going to have to see a woman for women, right? And I'm saying this because I see what's coming for us. And I need us to get stronger. Women, I need us to get stronger. I think that's the passion. I think you might hear a little bit of, because I see it. It's whoa. Y'all. We got to get stronger and find our rightful position. And the truth is, we the ones that can save all of it. We can save all of it if we stop. We put some clothes on, because we got to realize we're mesmerizing them. It's the snake's head. We mesmerize. They can't think. That's like holding a hot dog in front of my Cane Corso, talking about, and you need to do this, and don't forget to do this, and don't forget to do that. He literally looking at the hot dog. He ain't paid you no doggone attention. Okay? He paid you not an ounce of attention. Right? That's why God said I couldn't. He said I had to take no makeup. I couldn't do it. Because now ain't the time to mesmerize. Now is the time for everybody to get as real as possible. Because we talking panic by the end of the summer. Damn it, I say it too much. Gas prices, that's all I'm talking about, really. Think about it. When the rest of the world, because right now everybody's asleep, right? They starting to wake up, but let 6 be on that big placard out there and you got to get to work. Everybody gonna start going, oh man, this real. This real, okay? So, very important. All right, I had some stuff written down here. I'm just going to read through it real quick. And so I told you about the mascara was being made out of this metal that is in the Book of Enoch. And it's in the, like, just look it up. It's in the esoteric. You can see that it's metal, right? Pleasure, honestly, for a grown woman, woman that know that I'm in the prime, like I'm on the front line of this spiritual battle right now. Yeah, I don't got time to play with anybody with pleasure and things like that, right? I found that out. Don't get me wrong. Let's not act like I'm so brand new, right? Remember, God gave, y'all didn't get a chance to see the video because they took my video down, but I explained it in the last video. God gave me a ring. I made that decision, that moment, that right now in my life, unless, like, there's a code word that I done told God, unless the man comes saying this code word, yeah, no, he ain't got nothing coming. Because God been that good. He put a cherry on top of every day. He been that good. Like you ever had that love where they literally like, you think what I'm thinking? You know what I'm saying? It's like that. So, no, I'm sold out for Christ right now. But I'm talking about for everybody else. There's a lot of us. You know, the majority of men are in prison. The majority. Like, in my community, it's 10-1. In the community here in Cleveland, it's 10-1. 10 women for every 1 man. So we got to get ready to go through this battle on our own. And that's okay. But remember your strong friend, me? I'm telling you, you got to get stronger now. Because honestly, you can't sit waiting on him to do it. Because the truth, okay, listen to this. For every action, there's the opposite yet equal reaction. The man is the glory of God and the woman is the glory of man, right? So if there's opposite yet equal reaction, man is the glory of the devil, right? Right? And woman is the glory of man, because that's the opposite, like, right? Because there's two parallel, positive and negative, every opposite, right? So anyways, if that's the case, what you got to realize is that the damn, I hate that. But those gangsters was a weapon. Why do we think that they're not weaponized? Like, what, we all just getting early onset amnesia? Jay Dreamers talks about this. Right? Are we all getting early onset dementia? Or is the weapon still a weapon? I don't even know what I was talking about at all, y'all. That's what I'm telling you. It's real. I remember when this first, that's another reason why I stopped doing the videos before. I remember when this first started happening. Remember, because I was like, I remember I get dizzy and everything. Like, what's going on? I'm thinking it's devil. No, it's just technology. I've been dealing with it for a while now. And then when Paul and Adrian said it, it was hands down. Now I'm telling everybody when instead of thinking I'm just dumb or something's wrong with me or my ADHD that bad, no, they doing this. Oh well. All right. I'll look and put it in the comments. Look. That's all to it. Oh, that's what I was saying. Okay, got it. It is time for y'all. It's time for us right? All my sisters that are used to a man having your back, or you running after him to try to get his attention. Honestly, if you want God, you gonna have to say no. Honestly, I'm talking about to running after somebody, because you are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. They are beneath you, because the truth is they power diluted. I'm powerful as all what right now? Like you want a woman of God type? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready to walk out here and do one of these numbers and watch the walls fall down. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't want no, you know what I'm saying? So you got to start feeling like that. You got to believe you're that special. You do, sis. You got to believe you that strong. You got to believe you that capable. You got to believe no matter what, nobody can do it better than you. And better what? And if you need to figure it out, get ways. That God said that's what technology's made for too. Is for you to find ways to make it easier for you. Like, for instance, I'm about to buy this campsite. That means that's gonna be a lot of work. I can't wait. I'm gonna be so skinny and so cute. Can't wait. But I'm so excited. It's gonna be a lot of work. I'm gonna have to do it by myself. I ain't got nobody. Right? I ain't got nobody. So I'm gonna do it by myself. But God said, okay, well, you're going to need a trailer. You're going to need the extension. Like, make sure that's in the deal when the time comes for you to get this property. You're going to need the, what's that called? The long extension chainsaw. You're going to need, you know, all these different things that you're going to need, because there are ways to help you as a woman, because we aren't physically as strong as me. I am not. My legs are weak. You know, that kind of stuff. I'm not strong as a man, but technology has made it to where if I prepare, yeah, there's a gadget for that. You get what I'm saying? If I prepare, there's a jar opener. There's these things that we might need. So prepare. We are going into the tribulation, sisters. Prepare. Prepare. Just prepare, okay? For having to do this on our own, okay? And if that ain't you, because you don't have to be that. God literally told me. God gave me a choice. Oh, yeah, choice don't leave. He told me if that's what I wanted, I could have that. And him. It wasn't like you got one or the other. No, he said I got both. But I know, like, I am at a place where I know this battle, I don't got time. Like, I know how bad this battle is that we're in. I know I need to be standing back to back with a king. I can't be playing with no paupers, no pimps, paupers and pimps. When it's time, I need a king, a warrior. I need Arthur. You know what I'm saying? I need Arthur. Where's he? Right? I do not. I need 300 dude. I don't have time to play with the baby. I don't got time to play with the baby, because the grown folks talking here. And I'm stronger as a grown folk on my own in the tribulation. Real talk, I am. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just my little cockiness. I got bravado. Remember that. I don't mean it in a bad way. I don't want y'all to think it in a bad way. So much we read so much into stuff as humanity. Now I'm feeling a pain in the side of my head right here. Right now, like it's a pressure pain. Here, I got my scarf. Let me just, hold on, y'all. Gosh. It feels like a massive amount of pressure on the side of my head. I'm telling you, when we first created these scarves, honestly, it was because I was having visions. And I thought maybe there was like Project Bluebeam, but I was closing my eyes and seeing things. You know, I could see these visions. And so that's how we first end up creating the scarves. But that led us down this journey of learning about frequency and lasers and light spectrums and just their why it was a weapon. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I just got a serious pain in the side of my head. Right here. Okay. All right. I think that's it, Dan. All right, I don't got nothing else to say, I don't think. I think the major thing, Father, did I get the major thing that you were saying across? Yeah, like basically watch how they program you about gender. Watch how they program. Like, I mean, be careful. Don't allow them to program you about gender. Because they might make a man miss a woman. Or a man like a man. They might make a man like a man. It could happen. It's programmable. This is I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a transporting unit. You know what I mean? It's a transportation unit. The deep within is the person, but this is the unit, and it's manifested, this one, as a woman, right? So just be careful. So this is going to crave its opposite, right? This. But this is going to crave what it's programmed to crave. All right, love you guys. Bye.